See, most flight schools actually lie to their students, and they do not lie in the most obvious way so that they don't get in trouble. What they do is they actually sell you the dream and hyper sell you the dream. They'll show you pictures of airliners, they'll show you all their best graduates who got the highest jobs. But what they won't tell you is that those things are actually really hard to get. And it's very close to a 0% chance you're going to get an airline job right out of flight school, especially in North America. In North America, there's a lot of competition and there's a lot of barriers that you have to surpass in order to be an airline pilot. So when you finish flight school, you have about 200 to 230 hours of flight time. That's assuming, you did everything perfectly and you graduated with the least amount of hours. But to get a job, unfortunately, a lot of companies require a minimum of 500 hours. So there's actually a gap between 250 and 500 hours that you got to meet. But flight schools obviously won't tell you that. They won't tell you that on an orientation day because, they don't want to discourage you before you start. And unfortunately, nearly everybody who does not have, friends or family that's in aviation to warn them, almost everybody, including myself, I was surprised when I graduated flight school. I was totally surprised. I'm like, I'm applying to places. Why isn't anybody hiring me? Well, it's because it's kind of like a chicken and an egg scenario. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, which came first, the job or the hours? Well, how do you get the hours without the job? So it's one of those things that, you must have the right expectations. After flight school, it's very unlikely you're going to get the job you desire. A lot of students, what they do is they do either flight instructing, so they build hours as a flight instructor, or they do aerial survey or pipeline jobs, or they go up north and you do what's known as ground to flight. So ground to flight is something where you just work the ramp, you do some, unfortunately, manual labor jobs for 6 months to 8 months, and then you hope to get onto the flight line if you do a good job. Again, there's no guarantee there. And these are the hard steps that pilots have to take in Canada to get their first job. So I just want to set the expectations straight. Flight schools never tell you this information. At least I've never seen a flight school tell people this information. If there's any good flight schools out there that have shared this with their students, that's very good. But they also probably didn't get many students because they're being too honest. So I hope you have the right expectations after this video. Just know that there's a time building phase after flight school that you have to attain. So something to keep in mind. All right, take care.